Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be about something different, something that I've never talked about. I hope you guys still take me seriously after this video, but in tonight's video I'm going to be talking about the time that I saw a Sasquatch when I was a young preteen boy. Well, I was 15 years old, so whatever you want to call that. So if you guys want to hear about the time I saw a Sasquatch in my hometown, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so I came up with this idea because I wanted to talk about something different, and I figured that we're all just sitting at home right now and we want to hear about new and interesting things and new ideas and just new experiences. So I'm going to be talking about the crazy experience that I had when I was 15 years old, and this happened in my hometown of Maryland. In Maryland, and I was walking my dog, and I was with the girl that I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I dated. So I was with that girl, and we were walking my dog, and we decided to go behind the new library, which was constructed on a whole bunch of farmland. So the surrounding area of the library was just desolate, like wilderness farmland. And there was a lake behind, or not a lake, but there was a pond, a man-made pond behind the library. So we went behind the library, and we were just standing there, and I think we were smoking cigarettes or something, because you guys know I used to smoke cigarettes. And so we were smoking cigarettes, and just chit-chatting and looking around, and letting my dog sniff around and everything, and all of a sudden, I have this shadow in my peripheral vision when I'm looking into the forest, which is directly behind the man-made pond in behind the library. So I have this peripheral shadow in my vision, and I look over at it, and as soon as I look at it, I'm looking straight at it, and my mind was very fuzzed up. That's the only way I can describe it. It was like I was looking straight at it, but it was still my peripheral vision. But I remember the outline of what I saw. And what I saw was not a tall figure, not an extraordinarily tall, giant figure, but probably about 5'10", 6 foot maybe, running away. And I'm going to try to reenact what I saw. Just imagine my body as like all black and like shadow, but this is like what I saw out when I was looking straight at it. So I saw like arms like that. And I remember the head distinctly. I know that sounds crazy, guys, but just hear me out. I remember the head distinctly, and there was long, like dreadlock, almost like hair. Like long, thrown out hair, almost. Like it was like almost like a lion's mane. And I remember seeing it like shake up and down with how this figure was running. And I didn't think of Sasquatch or Bigfoot or anything like that when I was looking at it. I was just like, what is that? You know, because it was just a regular day, and we were just hanging out. And as soon as it started running through the forest and making noise, like crunching leaves and branches and everything else, the girl that I was with heard it, and she was like, what is that? I don't even see anything. And I was like, I don't know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And it was crazy. It was a lot of noise, and all of a sudden it just dissipated, and it was silent, and we were scared, and we just decided to walk back to my house. And I lived like a half mile away from the library at like the location that we were at. So that was a crazy experience. And as I got older, I never even told anybody about it. We just kind of forgot about it. It wasn't really, we just kind of, pushed it off. We thought it was a deer. or something like that, a squirrel, you know, even just, we kind of just brushed it off. But as I got older, you know, I thought about it more and more, and I still remember the image, and it's become even more vivid the older I've become. And I still remember the image that I was looking at, seeing it run away. It was like a humanoid figure. And, you know, I did grow up in the Appalachian region of Maryland, so I've done a lot of research, and I've figured out that there's been lots of sightings and different things that have happened in that area. So it's crazy, you know, it's crazy to start to believe that we're not the top of the food chain, and we're not the only ones on this planet that rule this planet. There's things that are stronger than us, you know, animals that are stronger and smarter than us. So if you can like wrap your mind around that, or start to believe that just a little bit, it'll open your mind up to so many different things, guys. So I hope you don't think I'm crazy after telling you this story, but it's something I'm always gonna remember, because I hold it near and dear to my heart. So I really thought that it would be a great story to tell to you guys, just to open you up to the possibilities of the world, you know? So, I've done lots of research on Sasquatch and Bigfoot sightings, and they are so prevalent. So many people have sightings, especially in the Pacific Northwest region of our country. That's some type of hotspot for the sightings, and I'm so interested in how they live and how they've lived off of our natural climate for so long. Because heaven to me, and I tell this to all of my friends, that heaven to me is truly reincarnating into a wild animal. I would love to live my life fully and as productively and happily as possible, and then to reincarnate into a wild animal on this planet. I don't want to become anything else other than, you know, maybe a bird, you know, a beautiful hawk that I can just soar off a mountain cliff and just glide through the air. So that's my idea of heaven. Many people have different ideas of heaven, as like golden gates and beautiful golden sidewalks and everything else, but in my eyes, I see heaven as just living in harmony. That was my story time, guys, of the time that I saw a Sasquatch. And you know what, let me just say this. Growing up, I used to go and wander off into the forest when I was a little boy, even a toddler. And my dad would always say, come back before dark, or else the boogeyman will get you. And I always thought, well, you know, when I was a little boy, I thought I was scared of that, so I always came back even earlier. But as I got older, I was like, oh, that's not real or whatever. But as I've gotten even older, I realized, you know, the boogeyman, that's the name, that's the wild man. That's the man, that's those creatures that live off the land. Perhaps the creature that I saw when I was behind the library that is very close to my house. So I'm not trying to scare you guys, but hopefully bringing a little bit of suspense to your night. And I think I saw the boogeyman. I think that's what I saw, was the boogeyman. Because it looked like a man in a ghillie suit. If I could explain it to anybody, it looked like just a chubby man in a ghillie suit with like a wig on, like a ghillie suit dreadlock wig on or something. That's what it looked like. So yeah, still puzzles me to this day. Anyway, hope you guys don't think I'm crazy now, but I also hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Stay safe, stay clean, stay sanitary as much as you can right now in this crazy time. We are all going through it equally, so just have hope that we'll come out on the other side better and bigger than ever. And I hope you guys have a great night or great day whenever you're watching this. Make sure you Make sure you guys give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos of mine. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, so I appreciate each and every subscriber that I get. So thank you guys so much for watching and giving your time to me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
You got it right this time. Nothing is out of line. You know I'm wasted.